Good evening. Good evening, my lovelies. So, and I've already started something, but I've started a night chat, but it hasn't really been uploaded yet. And I'm still actually editing it. I'm still getting used to this whole like vlog video. So I just got this camera, and I'm like, it's so cool. It's a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Anyways, so I was just thinking because I made a reel on my makeup page to talk about like still thinking about the 90s kind of love story, but then this generation definitely missed out on a lot. And when I say that, I I mean I was born in 1991, so I pretty much grew up in the 90s, 2000s, and it was really just like less stressful and more carefree. There's really, you know, not a lot of this media stuff. And actually, I was just thinking. No, hold on. I'll hold off to that thought. But anyways, um, yeah, we only had like cell phone. I still remember my dad carrying this pager, and my first cell phone was actually a cell phone that was a one liner, and mind you, that was given to me by a family friend. It was actually her baby's phone, so like this toddler. So like it was really broken, but still it was working, and it was a one liner phone, and I still was able to use it. And um yeah, and then you have the whole Nokia 3310 and those kind of cell phone back then. And I think that was like the best time. And okay, now I'm like gonna just circle back to the thought that I was holding on. So I think that a lot of us like millennials, um, a lot of us really likes like quotes and this like I find that, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I find that a lot of us who were born in the 90s enjoy quotes on Instagram, like these um poems poems poems. Ah, gosh, I hate that word. Okay, anyways, poems. um okay, hold on. My phone's telling me to get my water intake. I'm sipping on my chamomile tea. Anyways, let's go back. So yeah, I feel like a lot of us millennials enjoy the whole quotes thing on social media, on Instagram, like you know how like the feed, like sorry, the reels, and they have like this quotes or even like again the poems. Oh, fuck, I hate that song. I mean song, I hate that word. um it's because we actually grew up um with like these mass SMS messages, love quotes, like just being sent into group messages, and then this like whole character messages, like it was just a really big thing. And I remember like, you know, sending messages like quotes to your crushes, like um and and I think that's why we're so like for me myself, like I think that's why I'm so like hooked on these reels or posts with quote gosh, quote posts, because it just reminds me of what I grew up with. Yeah, I mean, and then you sharing it. It's just that now it's not like I could group message it, but now it's like more sharing it on like my story, on my feed, and so it's um yeah, it's kind of cool. And um And I think that it's not even it's not even like when I post these quotes, I just post it, not, not trying to get a response back, because back then too, like, we just send it to everybody, and then some people would then send another quote that they found, and so um we would like scramble to, delete the least favorite message, and sometimes we would actually write it down, type it out, um yeah, type it out, or even get another SIM card to actually store those messages. That's crazy. So that's one thing that I miss, and that's like things that things that this generation will never have, you know. Um, Number two, mixtapes, CDs. Oh my gosh. Um, let's start off with mixtapes, like literally the cassette tapes. Mm, yes. So I remember owning like this little like recorder, radio recorder, and so I would wait. I would listen to Monster 92.5. I think it's 92.5 back then, or even there's another one I forgot. There's another one that I would listen to, but those specific station would have all like the R&B's, the love song, not the OPM love songs, but the R&B kind of love songs. And so I remember I would be like just listening to it and then making sure that when the song that I want starts playing, I would actually record it. And I would message the station and be like, "Can you play this song?" And then they would play it, and then you would have a little like message out for them to read. Oh, that was so fun. Um, and then when the CDs came, now you have LimeWire, and basically like you would pretty much download stuff, and then you kind of organize like your love songs for the person that you liked or your crush, and then you pretty much like, I remember I remember creating this mixtape for my crush, and it pretty much um it pretty much had a story on the first song until the end, and then after you get it burned by somebody who has like a writer, DVD, CD writer, or you go to the mall and then you would actually like buy a CD. And I remember I think it was Odyssey. No, was it Odyssey or CD King? I don't know, but they would have like all these different CD designs, and you would pick, and then you would just like list down the songs, and then they would burn it, and then you would give it to your crush, or even sneak it in to like give it to your friends and be like, "Can you just give this to him or her?" Yeah. And yeah, it was just so simple back then. Oh, and lastly, I mean, not lastly, but this was something that I could relate, and I think it was just the story just rings so much like kilig. When I say kilig in Filipino, is like, butterflies, and just so cheesy and corny, and I don't know, but it felt really cute, and yeah. Anyway, so it's um so phones back then in the Philippines, we would have like a locked, my mom would actually lock the phone. Like, we had prepaid phone lines, and that way she knows that we're not really like talking. We'll have like a really high bill. you have a I guess prepaid. There you go. But anyways, I would be on the phone for hours, and I was just like talking to my friend and actually my crush, and we would just talk. We would just talk all night. And the thing about that was like nobody knew about us. Nobody knew. No one, not even the friends knew about us, or maybe one or two friends, but nobody knew anything about us. And like we would talk every day and be on the couch for hours, giggling, just talking. And then when it's about to like time to sleep, or like it's time to like drop the phone and stuff, we created like this code word for like, I guess at that time it was I love you, but then I actually I really think that it was I love you, but um we kind of said wala lang, and nah, it was that, because it would be like wala lang too, and you already know like it's time to say good night. Oh shoot, I've been recording and I don't even have the mic on, but I guess we'll make use of the audio. This is like the test of how it's how the audio quality is for this vlogging gimbal camera. But anyways, so I think like, yeah, now it's just different. I think it's just like I don't know, it's just the effort back then, you know, like getting the stuffed animals, getting that. I mean, maybe it's still here now, but I guess I don't know. Well, single girl in her 30s. What do you expect, right? A lot of the 90s babies are probably out and about, you know, dating. But I just like to, you know, think about those. And yes, I am a hopeless romantic. And I have no issue saying that, because I do love the cheesy stuff, and I enjoy it. And I like the small gestures. And so like I guess it's a pretty big deal. Again, growing up, it's like, ooh, somebody gave you a candy. It's so cute. Your crush gave you a candy, or ooh, they called your name, or yeah, like they asked you for you know, they ask you for your number, and like in a very like cute and awkward way. Because right now it's like everybody's just like, you know, like very, I don't know, not respectful. But anyways, I like to think it's still there. I'd like to think it's still out there. If not, it's fine. Is it? No. But yeah, no. Link, like not link, but comment what your favorite 90s, if you're a 90s baby, what's your favorite 90s love, 90s kind of love story or something. Oh, you can hear my mom, she's playing with my puppy. Anyways, I think that's my chit chat for tonight. Yeah. Peace, and don't forget to sip your tea. Night night.